Hi, Delight from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a book to read for you. Today, Book of the Registers for 1977. So let's get started. Bernard cried, Baraka, your tail is all fizzy. Indeed, Bernard's tail was fizzy, for he was frightened. Baraka had chosen him to help her rescue Penny, a little girl who was in terrible trouble. They had just arrived at Devil Bayou, where Penny was the prisoner of a horrible woman, Madame Medusa. Good luck, said Allie, Allie Mae, and Luke, the friendly swamp folks who lived there. Thanks when needed, declared Bernard. Bernard's heart beat fast as the dragonfly pushed the leaf boat across the dark waters of the bayou and over to Madame Medusa's old riverboat. He saw Madame Medusa shouting and raging and waving a cane. Bernard shivered. He also saw Snoop, who was Madame Medusa's helper. Snoop was nearly as nasty as Medusa herself, and he was sneaky and shy. Besides, Bernard quivered. Then Bernard saw Madame Medusa's pet, and he was shivering and quivering as though he would never stop Medusa's pet. Never stop. Medusa's pets were two crocodiles named Brutus and Nero. They had big scaly tails, sharp claws, and huge long teeth. Bernard whispered, Manaka bravely, we must save poor little Penny from these hard-boiled creatures. Bernard gulped and nodded, and he and Manaka creeped through the riverboat looking for Penny. They found her. They found her shut up in a small room. She was sitting on a bed, hugging her teddy bear and trying to think of some way to escape. When Banaka and Bernard saw Penny looking so sad, they became very angry. True, they was only small mice, but they did not approve of people who made little girl unhappy. They told Penny that they had come to rescue her. Bernard called softly down to the dragonfly. Go and get Luke and Ellie Mae, he whispered. Tell them we need help. The dragonfly buzzed a brisk, brave buzz and sped off toward Luke's cozy old shack. The dragonfly was scarcely out of sight when Madame Medusa came storming in. Quickly, Bernard and Banaka hid in Penny's pocket, and that was when they learned for the first time why Medusa was keeping Penny prisoner. Medusa was planning to lower Penny through a small opening into a cave where once a long time ago a private had hidden his treasure. Bring me the diamond called the Devil Eyes, Madame Medusa told the little girl, and don't try any tricks. I'm going to keep your teddy bear until you get that jewel from me. Bernard was careful not to shiver or quiver when Snoop and Medusa and the crocodile marched Penny off to the cave. He and Banaka hid in Penny's dress pocket as she was lowered into the dark, dank, dripping cave. Penny looked around her, hoping to see where the private had hidden the treasure. Madame Medusa won't let us out until we find the diamond, she said, and she might even hurt my teddy. Don't worry, we'll find the diamond, declared Banaka and Bernard. They squared their little soldier and looked as courageous as small mice can look. The search began. Bernard scooped and scurried and peeked and peered, and at last he found the diamond. He proudly gave it to Penny. "Quickly, Penny, call up to Medusa and Snoop. I have it," she cried. Bernard and Banaka jumped back into Penny's pocket. Then Penny jumped into the bucket, and up they went to the opening of the cave. Madame Medusa was delighted when she saw the diamond. So Snoop, however, they were both so greedy that they cowered and bickered over the diamond all the way back to the riverboat. As the two big ugly crocodiles herded Penny away, Banaka and Bernard hid in the tall swamp grass. Bernard almost wept. He and Banaka had tried so hard to rescue Penny, but they had failed. "What can we do?" said Bernard. "We are only little mice." "We can do Penny," said Banaka. "Just you wait." Suddenly there was a rustle in the grass. Luke and Ellie Mae had come. So had Owl and Rabbit. Turtle would hurry and slowly as Turtle do, and Mo would blanket his way along. "We came to help," said their good Ellie Mae. "Maybe we are small, but we are small. One works together. Who knows what will happen?" So they all marched toward the riverboat, where a number of things happened very quickly. First, Banaka and Bernard checked two horror crocodiles into the elevator on the boat, and Rabbit helped to slam the door on them. Then Owl, Mo, and Turtle lit a heap of fireworks on the boat. There was just a flashing and booming and crashing that silly old Snoop trembled onto the water. Madame Medusa screamed and scooped up a smokestack, and the boat started to sink. Penny leaped into Madame Medusa's swamp mobile. So did Bernard and Banaka, and Ellie Mae and Luke and the Rabbit and the Owl and Mo. Turtle was the last aboard, as turtles often are. They sped away across the bayou. Penny was so happy she was finally safe, and she had her teddy bear again. She had the diamond too, because Madame Medusa had been foolish enough to try to hide the jewels in the teddy bear. "Bernard, you are so brave," said Banaka. "Oh, I'm not brave at all," said Bernard. "I was so frightened that my tail frizzed." "You was brave enough, even if your tail did fizz," Banaka said. "You did what was right, and that's what bravery really is." Then Banaka smiled, her nicest smile. "And do you know how happy this made me, Bernard? Perhaps you do, even though you have never been a small frightened mouse." So that was The Rescuers from 1977. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.